If you want to survive almost any obstacle, this one method will do just that. But we can't kill a problem till we know where it comes from. So let's dive into why our brain does what it does. What I learned is your brain is not wired for success, it's wired to keep you alive. Your amygdala, think of it like this, it's the center of fear in your brain. It hits the alarm. And usually we always talk about how your brain does one of two things, fight or flight, but we're missing one more, fight, flight, or freeze. Fight, you push through emotion. You might even lash out sometimes. Flight, you avoid it, you run away, and you try to go as far away from the problem as you can. And freeze, you overthink, you stare at the wall, and you completely are immobile. And here's the thing, this system was a great system to have for evolution. It's the same system that helped our ancestors survive getting eaten by a lion. But technology has improved so much faster than modern day humans. But here's what most people don't understand about problems in your brain. Once your brain senses danger, it doesn't just stay in panic mode. It flips a switch. Your amygdala sends a signal to your hypothalamus. Think of it as the command center for your brain. It's your controller for your mind. The signal activates something called your HPA axis, your hypothalamus, your pituitary, and your adrenaline gland. What does this mean in normal people terms? That means your body is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. It's stress hormones that were designed to save your life. When this is happening and your mind is having a nervous breakdown, your body is not trying to write that email, finish that proposal, text back your girlfriend. It's trying to survive, get out of the problem that it thinks it's having. And here's what really messes you up. The part of your brain that could really help you, your prefrontal cortex, your logic center, the CEO of your brain, it pretty much goes offline. Why? Because your body's in survival mode, not logic thinking mode. Your mind is redirecting blood from problem solving and thinking to your muscles and instincts. And here's one of the sneaky things that your brain does when it's in this mode. It doesn't look for solutions, it looks for shortcuts. And those shortcuts live in the part of your brain called the base ganglion. That's the warehouse of your habits, so your brain defaults to what it knows. Your brain chooses predictability over progress. And in times of high stress, your brain isn't saying, what's the best move? It's saying, what's the safest? So now that you understand what your brain does when it's faced with problems, here's a way to go about it. Regulate your nervous system. First things first, you can't think your way out of a problem or a challenge when your brain thinks it's still in danger. Here's what you can do to slow down your nervous system. One of the best ways to slow down your nervous system is breathing. Oxygen in the lungs. So you can do what we call box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. And do that in a 4 interval rotation. Step number 2, reframe the problem. Now that your brain's calmed down, here's what you can do. Instead of thinking, I'm stuck, this is impossible, this is hard, I'll never get over it. Say, this is hard, but I've been through this before. I can get through this. Label what you're feeling. Give it a definition so your brain can look for a positive solution instead of running and being scared of it. Step number 3, break it down. Shrink the problem. Your brain gets overwhelmed by vagueness. Instead of saying, I have to fix my life, change it to, I just have to send this one email. Take the big problem that you're faced with and break it down into bite-sized issues that you can deal with one at a time. Step number 4, build momentum. Progress creates dopamine, not success, progress. Every time you complete a small task, your brain rewards you with a little motivation or a little bit of dopamine. It's your brain telling you, hey, I liked what you did. You're capable of doing it again. Here's a reward. Step number 5, create better defaults. When things get tough, your brain kicks into immediate autopilot. That's your basal ganglia, your habit center kicking in. So if you want to make progression automatic, you have to rewire these defaults. Start with this. When I feel overwhelmed, I'm going to take 3 deep breaths. Train your brain into thinking that way. But there's an even better way to avoid most problems before they even happen, and it all starts with your mentality on how you see problems. Here's the mindset change that meant everything to me. I am responsible for everything I can't control, and I'm prepared for everything that I can't. If you can train your brain to see the world and to see every problem in that way, it will change you, and it will benefit you, and it will better you. But here's the thing. You can't just hear it once and expect it to stick. You have to drill it into your mind so your mind starts to think by default to that mentality. Here's a few different ways you can install it and drill it into your subconscious. Number 1, speak it out loud. Every day, say this one sentence: I am responsible for all the things I can control and prepared for all the things I can't. Repetition in the brain builds habits. Number 2, visualize the storm. Close your eyes. Picture yourself going through a problem, a setback, a rejection, pressure, and then also picture yourself handling it properly with clarity, precision, discipline, and open-mindedness in a thought process. And last but not least, set reminders. Put this mentality into the world, into your environment. Naturally, you'll adapt to your environment, which means you'll develop the thought process. Here's a few ways you can do it. Your phone screen. You can put a screensaver that says, handle, don't panic. Notes on your wall. Preparation equals power. And I want to close with this: the method and the mentality. If you can learn those two things, you will be changed drastically. And if you can apply those two things to your life, you'll be able to overcome almost all situations. Now, with that being said, if you found this video helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I'll make more videos just for people like you who want more knowledge on how to be productive and better themselves.